Hey, Wellness by Design. You know this nice lady over here. This is Dr. Connie Casebolt Carter.
Yeah, always so fashionable too. Never in the same outfit.
We know her best as Dr. Connie. Now, Doc, we're talking stem cell work today, right?
We are. Right. We keep experiencing more and more success in our clinic. And as I was telling you before this started, I was trying to persuade a young gal to come on with me, but she was a little too shy.
She's
so
nervous.
I'm going to tell her story.
We'll get her warmed up. Don't worry.
Yeah. So I have a 31-year-old patient who a year ago had gone snow skiing and ended up tearing her ACL in her left knee.
What is the ACL? I've heard it and I don't know what it is.
Ligament, it's the anterior cruciate. So cruciate means cross. So it's one of the two ligaments, so the posterior cruciate, anterior cruciate. So it stabilizes the knee, so it doesn't slide back and forth.
Okay.
So typically those cases require surgery. She wanted to go a different route, and you know, I didn't know for sure if it was going to work. Of course, we always tell people we can't make a guarantee, but good chance. So she was only in my office 3 weeks ago, and came in for a follow-up just last week, and it's already noticeably stronger, more stable, less pain, able to bear weight on that knee, and she's thrilled.
Because here's the thing: any athlete hears ACL and they're like, ooh, they cringe, because you know, I mean, that's at best 6 months. I mean, that's like at best you're out.
Keep the ball in the socket, I guess.
Well, well, that's actually not a ball and socket. The hip is a ball and socket. This is a hinge joint, but it keeps it stable. So it's one of the stabilizing ligaments. And of course, you know, we never try to talk people out of surgery. That was her choice. She said, I want to try something different. And we said, can't make a guarantee, but in her case, it appears to be working, and she's thrilled.
And you help people that had surgery get better.
That's true.
That's
true. That's true. I've had people who've had surgery get better. So again, with regeneration, the stem cells are really cool because you can actually inject them beside an injured tissue, and it will send a signal to harness the repair capabilities. So it's like it hones in like a beaming signal. So it's just really gratifying. And
this is why we like to do the study, because I know if anyone's facing, do they have surgery? I mean, this is a big decision. So sometimes you like to make, you know, pros and cons. Like you may think, all right, if you have surgery, sometimes, you know, insurance will cover that. But then the healing process, and you're down, and you can't drive, and you can't move.
And sometimes surgeries don't work.
And they don't work.
And sometimes people can get addicted to pain medication. So, there's pros and cons. And we just want to make sure people know there's another option.
Because we were saying with the stem cells, it either is going to work or it's not. It's not like it's going to mess up your leg.
No, it can never make things worse.
So that's a good pro.
That's right.
But you're doing it too. I'm sorry, Jack, but you're saying for more than just that kind of stuff. You were eyes?
Yes. So we have an exciting new application for the eyes.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm going to tell another story, but this time it's about me. So I consider myself still relatively young.
Right.
But a few years ago, I noticed that the vision in my right eye was declining. And that had always been my good eye.
Right.
So I went to an ophthalmologist, and they said, you have early macular degeneration.
Oh, no.
And that was like,
what?
I mean, that's a fearful sentence.
Because what can happen? Like, what is that? Does that cause blind? What
because his next statement was, and really we can't do anything. There's nothing out there we can do except there's something called the AREDS vitamins, so it's vitamin A and it's zinc and a few other things. But he says, really, there's not much we can do. We just have to take pictures every year and monitor the progression of the disease.
And just wait for it to get worse.
So I felt like it was a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
So fortunately, my left eye was still good. And with glasses, I could still see 20/30 out of my right eye, but sometimes you're straining to see something, you know, I have to enter in little things onto the computer. So I tried so many things, which I won't go into, but I probably spent close to $20,000 trying different things over the years. Now this is spread out over the years.
Yeah.
And every year I'd go back to him and he would say, it's getting worse. So I just felt like, you know, what kind of hope? Well, then I heard about a technique practiced by a physician in Miami, and he had worked on over 100 patients using stem cells, and he was having crazy success. Like only one person had not responded. So long story short, I learned the technique from him, and I also got treated by him. And just a month ago, I went for my ophthalmology appointment, my annual, and I could even look at the scan myself, and I'm not an eye doctor, but I could tell that the scan looked better, and I said, does that show improvement? He said, I don't know why, but your eye's getting better
Was he
instead of
impressed,
worse.
like unbelievably impressed? The
He
doctor,
was
the
impressed
ophthalmologist?
about getting better,
Yeah.
but he wasn't going to say, hey, I believe that it was caused by the stem cells, because they're naturally conservative.
Of course.
And it's not being taught, of course, in ophthalmology circles.
Yeah.
Although there is an ophthalmologist in Tampa that's doing this. So there are a few ophthalmologists
And like
out
I say,
there.
it can't hurt you. It's like
Yeah.
a doctor told me the other day, you can't take too much D3 or B12 or something.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not going to hurt you.
and again, this is not an injection into the eye.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
an injection beside the eye, and then like other organs, the eye has this remarkable ability to attract it to where it needs it, and typically people start seeing better within an hour.
That's
Within
amazing.
an hour.
Stem
So-
cells, y'all. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy what they can do. And here's the thing, if you have questions, because every time she comes on, we're like, well, what about this? Then you need to go to her next workshop, because you'll have a more in-depth talk.
That's
She
right.
really kind of gets into it more than 6 minutes can do. So that next workshop is going to be Tuesday, March 3rd, 6 o'clock at Wellness by Design. Make sure you RSVP.
That's right. That's right.
Call
And,
or go online, but we need to know if you come.
That's right.
Yeah, very cool. Well, I hope your eye it keeps getting
I'm
better.
excited.
I can tell
should
you
be.
look excited. That's very cool. Good stuff. Thanks for joining us, Doc.
Thank you.